It's great to be back in this incredible state with the hardworking, God-fearing patriots who make our country run.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us for News 2 at 4 o'clock. I'm Erin Morgan.
We're so glad you're here with us today. I'm Hannah Powers. News 2 is your local election headquarters, and former President Donald Trump in Summerville this afternoon giving remarks at a sold-out campaign event at Sportsman Boats. Been a very busy day for the former president in the Low Country. Here's some video of the former president arriving here in the Charleston area this afternoon. Trump landed in North Charleston around 12:45.
And then he traveled to his campaign headquarters and also visited Palmetto State Armory, where he previewed some of the firearms that are on display. Now, we do have team coverage during Trump's visit. News 2's Jordan Sayopa joins us live out in Summerville, where the former president's visit is drawing in a large crowd of thousands of people.
That's right, Aaron. And News 2's Riley Benson is inside the motorcade. We'll hear from him later. But first, we want to go out live right now to News 2's Raymond Owens, joining us live from the campaign event. And Raymond, you're telling us more about what the president had to say during his speech to supporters. Good afternoon.
Yeah, there were several thousand people here. We don't have the exact numbers quite yet, but I was told it could be upwards close to 5,000 is what they were expecting, and it did seem pretty packed when we were here. Now, former President Trump talked about how on his first day, he will terminate every open borders policy and begin the largest deportation process in history. He said he was going to send children home to their parents in other countries as well. He also plans to close the Federal Department of Education and send that back to the states to run. He said South Carolina will run their own schools, and he said basically it can't be any worse than the way we have it now. He also talked about gender issues. He said boys will not play in girls' sports, and he will sign a federal law prohibiting what he called child sexual mutilation in the United States. Now, Governor Henry McMaster actually introduced him on stage, and then President Trump talked about some of the things he was able to do with Governor McMaster when he was president.
Donald Trump for America. Donald Trump for South Carolina. Donald Trump for all of us.
We created 20,000 manufacturing jobs right here in South Carolina. We delivered $140 million to ensure that Charleston has the deepest water port on the East Coast. Henry would drive me crazy. Sir, we need that money. Right, Henry? He'd call me and say, sir, we got to make that the deepest port.
And it was quite an enthusiastic crowd here pretty much throughout the entire rally. Jordan Sayopa is joining me now. You had a chance to talk to some of those people to get their reaction to what former President Trump had to say. What did you hear from them?
Well, Raymond, they are very excited. They have his full support, he has their full support in this next presidential election. Now, as you can see behind me, it has cleared out, but just a few minutes ago, this place was a sea of red, white, and blue. People had waited for hours to get in here. The line wrapped around the parking lot. I mean, take a look at this video. A huge line for hours before doors opened, right before 12 p.m. In this crowd, you will find lots of Make America Great Again attire, T-shirts with the former president's mugshot, and flags waving saying Trump 2024. Today's sold-out rally is former President Trump's second visit to South Carolina in the last 2 months. He served as the keynote speaker for South Carolina Republican Party's annual Silver Elephant fundraiser last month. Now, amongst Corner Woman I spoke with says she attended another one of Trump's events in the Low Country.
He's a great businessman. I support him in any way that I can. I was at the last rally in North Charleston and I had a blast, and I'm at this one now. So I think he is going to make America great again. I'm not saying all Republicans are bad. I'm not saying all Republicans are good, but I'm telling you, Donald Trump is the one that we need to get back in office, and he'll take care of us. And if he gets in there, I'll go, phew, I'm good to go now.
Yeah, and former President Trump was also in South Carolina over 4th of July weekend for a huge rally in Pickens, so he's certainly been making his rounds around the state. Reporting live in Summerville, I'm Jordan Sayopa. Count on 2.
All right, Jordan, Raymond, thank you. We will also have a live report from News 2's Riley Benson, who's in the motorcade coming up in our 5 o'clock newscast. He will be telling us more about the former president's arrival and departure from South Carolina. You can also count on us for the very latest on the former president's visit to the Low Country. We'll be covering it all both on air and online over at counton2.com.